He's doing the satellite man's burning my penis and groin and genitals, and they're burning my teeth and face. It's either possibly number 15 or number 13. And on some of these, sometimes it doesn't show up. Well, obviously, there's another one that showed up. Number 20, I guess that is. And they're burning the back of my head with the satellite. So, if anybody's wondering, in reference to satellite controllers burning me, that's what this is. This is a satellite tracking device. It tells you the satellite numbers that are looking at a person. And hello, this is a Magellan company. That's an Explorist. This is a company in California too. And it is a European company. They have offices in California that make these devices. You know that, right? Which are satellite tracking devices, like a personal satellite tracking device that you can carry. And if you start feeling burning sensations or jolts or flesh burning or things like that, or mouth burning or nose burning or eyes or ears, this device usually tells you which one is doing it. Most businesses and buildings in America have satellite tracking devices on them. It's pretty much almost a requirement nowadays in reference to all buildings in cities. So if you didn't know, and possibly in the countryside too, like most people know that it's very important in reference to these types of devices. So if you get jolted from a satellite and you don't know what, you're like, oh shit, what the hell is that? And you're like, you feel the electricity flowing or somebody jolting you or some shit, Well, these types of devices show you the number, and the numbers are indications of the addresses of the location of the satellite. Like, for instance, like you say, this is number 15, and there's other numbers on here. Those are locations, and it tells you what branch of government is using that satellite. Like, number 15 might be the CIA, or it might be the FBI, or it might be the NSA, or it might be some sheriff department, or it might be a police department. These devices are very important in reference to personal carrying, a person carrying satellite tracking devices if somebody's stalking, usually it's like Enemy of the State. You ever seen that movie? Where, government tries to torture people, tries to mutilate, tries to steal things from people's bodies. And, the medical industry knows about these devices. They know that, the satellites have hurt people. They know that people in government have tried to hurt people with satellites, And if you come from a wealthy family, or you have family history of wealth, or if you're a sports athlete, or a lot of sports athletes know about satellite technology too. And most Hollywood A-list celebrities, they're informed of it, and production crews and, in reference to cinematographers, directors, writers, millionaires and billionaires all know about satellite technology, and a lot of other people do too. So in reference to, they know it exists, and they know that it's harmful when the government is using those things. And see, the government trying to false profile a person, damaging their face and teeth, this device shows the satellite number that would be doing it, which doesn't always show on here because this is an older device. I've had this device probably 18 years or 19 years, possibly. It's a satellite tracking device. Is it that long? Somewhere around there. 18 or 19 years or something. And, these satellite controllers still have not stopped burning me. They're burning my groin right now. And, what's that for? This pervert in the satellite control room. Why these people have been stalking me since I was a little boy. And, satellite tracking devices. Police stations have satellite tracking devices. A lot of squad cars possibly have satellite tracking devices in them. And, this is very important in reference to government abuses. When the government's denying their activities of their dirty agents burning me or these people burning other people or whichever, satellite tracking device. So a lot of people say, oh, we don't believe that. We don't know that. Well, I was trained in satellite awareness when I was a little boy. And, most people don't know about it. Some people have heard about it. But, I've been through this, and my father got murdered from satellite. So, in reference to the government denying my identity, they must be prosecuted for trying to confuse my identity and for their crimes of trying to belittle my identity and stature, which is documented at the Treasury and other places and in the media. These people have always tried to belittle who I am so they could get away with stealing from me. And those people need to get prosecuted.